Now, as far as the shows go, I'm sure there's a fine mix of your good old boy, as well as your punk rockers coming out. Now, does that diversity in the crowd surprise you at all? Are you satisfied with that? Is it weird?
I'm floored by how many people come up to me or write me and say, I've never even heard of Avail. And that is extremely flattering because they're not basing what I'm doing off of what I've done in the past. I think that's probably the biggest compliment I get from people. And I'm so excited that some people who dig Avail like the stuff that I'm doing now and that they come out to shows. So it always surprises me, and it makes me feel pretty darn good that people who have been into Avail have accepted this kind of music that I'm playing, and that people who have no history with Avail enjoy it as well. And with that said, it's important to note that I would never expect anyone to like everything that I do. It's just music. There's no, there's an ego to an extent, but like, it never hurts my feelings when people don't like it. It's just what it is. Some people who love Avail obviously can't stand this music that I play, and I completely understand that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been surprising. It's good. It's good. I'm glad I don't feel lethargic. I'm glad that, at 38 years old, I'm still rolling with it.
Right.
Really having a great time, and still just keeping it real simple.
Now, as far as talking about Avail, talk about the Jade Tree label, and they just re-released a bunch of Avail stuff. Talk about those records a little bit and how that deal came about.
Well, it really came out of necessity. Towards the end of Avail touring, I'd say it was 5, maybe 6 tours in a row where our old record label, Lookout Records, didn't even have any of our albums in stock so that we could sell them on the road. And it became discouraging. We hadn't received royalty checks. As minimal as they always were. People always think Avail was bigger than it was, but it wasn't as big as many people believe. But as minimal as those royalty checks were, we were dependent on them in a lot of ways. Of course, we all also always have worked jobs outside of music. But it became distressing, the fact that, there's no money coming in, and the records were never repressed. So out of necessity, I contacted Jade Tree Records, and they were willing to get the records from Lookout and reissue them. And it's just been great to be able, that they exist. I think they remastered them. I think they sound great. And Ryan Patterson from Coliseum, who does Auxiliary, redesigned all the covers. And I just think it turned out great. Virgil over at Vinyl Collective Suburban Home recently got licensing to do all of them on vinyl. Okay. That's great too. So I think they actually just came out on vinyl.
Yeah.
Super stoked on that. But yeah, man, I think it's a great way to just sum everything up. Have it all. It'd be a shame, the fact that we don't really play shows anymore or anything like that, and not doing a new record. It would be a real shame if all of those records just disappeared and were never available again.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Is there any plans for Avail in the future, or is it just solo from here on out?
It's solo. Solo is my full-time thing. Avail is a thing of the past, let's just say that. We've never officially broken up, but we have no plans. We're doing no shows. We have no record coming out. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, and it might upset some people, and some people might be really excited about that because there's something to be said about a band just keeping going maybe when they shouldn't. So I just do this. This is my full-time thing, and Avail's on permanent standby.
Okay. Now, in closing, I got to ask you, though, about the status of the documentary that the fans have been waiting for so long.
And that will come out. That will come out. It's going to be in a number of years, though. I'd say probably 3 years. And the reason that is we keep everything local and family-oriented. And the guys who started that up are guys named Dave and Will, and they have this video company called Day by Day that primarily has done a couple of Avail videos and Lamb of God videos, all local stuff. But they also do these insane pranks. And when I say that, people instantly think Jackass. It's nothing like Jackass. But they did a prank on Virginia, the DMV in Virginia, Department of Motor Vehicles, that blew up this front page news in Richmond pretty consistently. I urge anyone to look up Day by Day and look up DMV, and you'll see what I'm talking about. with the attention they gained from this prank, they got all these offers to work with big TV people. I'm probably not at liberty to say. Anyway, they're in LA right now, and they're prioritizing this sort of aspect of their career while slowly editing the Avail documentary at the same time. And they're still collecting footage and still doing close-ups and interviews with people relevant. So what they're doing is taking their time so it's done right. I spoke with Dave out there in LA a few weeks ago, and he's saying it'll probably be about 3 years. I think that's a proper time. Everybody will totally forget about Avail in 3 years, and then we'll put out a documentary. It'll be fun.
There you go. That's the official update, folks.
Right.
Awesome, man. Well, Tim, listen, I appreciate your time, brother.
Right on. No problem at all. I appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Awesome, and I'll probably be at the Chicago show. You guys are playing there in a couple...
We're playing over at Reggie's. I think the room might be a little too big for our small show, but we'll have fun with it anyway.
Good deal, brother. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll come up and say hi to you, man.
Right on. Please do.
I appreciate your time once again, bro.
All right. Have a good one.
You too, bro.